Sabella Tora 2 is saying, I'm neutral on the Israel and Palestine conflict because of my own ignorance on this subject, but I think that the existence of Israel made anti-Semitism worse. Do you think it did or no? In a way, I
No,
think that's almost an anti-Semitic trope itself, because it's like
no, no, it's
blaming
not.
Jewish people.
No, that's such a stretch. Like, no, that's a stretch. I think like no, it's not true. Did you not see? Okay, here's the thing. Anti-Semitic behavior is still right now the number one form of prejudice and racism, right? However, it's nothing compared to how it was like. I mean, not nothing. It's still something. It was a lot worse. It was a lot worse everywhere on the goddamn planet. It wasn't just like conspiracy theories or like blaming. It was genuine government sponsored discrimination and mob. Like, it was scary time. I mean, I'm not dismissing how bad it is right now, but god damn it, like if you were like a Jewish person right before World War II, I mean, obviously around World War II, like that doesn't need to be said, but like if you were a Jewish person in Russia, in Europe, in United States, anywhere, it was such a it is so scary to just. No, I don't think so. Like I think actually, um, I think I don't know. There's some respect for the fact that they managed to. They create some. It did create some hate, but it also created like this underdog group of people managed to take their destiny into their own hands and create something and defend themselves against all the threat in the world and become for the first time, like these are people without a nation, without a government, without an army, like manage to get together and build all of those things for themselves and create a place where they could go and protect themselves from threat. For a lot of people that demanded like certain level of respect. Okay, again, the anti-Semitic values, I'm still hearing echo, the anti-Semitic views are still there, and they will this the creation of state of Israel will feed into those, but those were already there, and I would argue that they were even stronger before. But that's a good question. I might be wrong about this, by the way. Like, I know that it does. Here's the thing: I'm pretty sure you could go find many examples where this, like, anti-Semitic views were fueled by creation of the state of Israel. I'm talking about big picture. Just because you can find examples of it, that doesn't mean big picture. Um, it yeah. I don't, and also in so many ways, it might have fueled anti-Semitic values, but on other ways, because the state of Israel is a powerful state, and many governments want to have good relationships with this state, then the governments around the world will have to like fight anti-Semitic views within their own country because they want to maintain good relationships with like the state of Israel. So in some ways, it could help. In some ways, it could backfire. But overall, I think it has become a lot less. One way you could come back and criticize what I'm saying is that, I mean, just because it's less, that doesn't mean it was because of the state of Israel that it's less. Maybe it would have been even less than it is right now if there was no state of Israel, right? But I don't think so. But I don't have any data to back it up, and I don't think anybody can actually isolate just because you see a trend. It's very hard to factor out all the things that are responsible for that trend to be able, especially when it comes to societal like factors like this, coming up with a methodology that basically completely isolates the source of these trends and see if the creation of state of Israel, whether or not is a factor or not. It will always, like, for most situations like this, it will stay at the hypothesis level. It wouldn't, unless unless there's a study somewhere that I don't know about. But I would assume that this is going to be very difficult to analyze. But interesting question.
Hey guys, if you're a fan of blasphemy and sexy Callie, like me, then you need to be sure to subscribe to our newsletter, link in the description below. because if you subscribe, we will send you a free copy of our Blasphemous Art ebook. And let me tell you, it is the tastiest blasphemy that you can find anywhere available today. And we are so generous with our blasphemy that we continue to send you more blasphemy every week. So make sure to subscribe. Link in the description below.